Hello everyone, today I'll be talking about StarCraft 1, some micro tricks that is pretty standard in the game, but for people like me, very, very difficult to pull off, but very satisfying. It's one of those hidden techniques, not hidden techniques per se, but uh, taking advantage of the game engine and will make gameplay a lot more fun and, a lot more fluid. So today I will be talking about drops with the Protoss shuttle. It doesn't necessarily have to be Protoss, but it can be applied to the Terran dropship or the Zerg Overlord, whichever. But I would like to explain the basics of the Reaver and the High Templar drop, because those are probably the most potent worker-killing harass units in the game. Now, to face off, you might wonder, why would I need to even think about this? I mean, why not just click, you unload on the ground, shoot? Not very hard. True. But the thing is, when you play better players, they will react really fast. And if you are very slow with your shuttle, the shuttle has very little HP, it has 140 including the shield, and shield goes away very fast. So if you think about that, the problem will be you want to keep your shuttle and your Reaver alive as long as possible for extended amount of harassing. Now, without the upgrade speed, the gravitic drive, the shuttle is very slow, so it's easily picked off by, let's say, Dragoons or Hydralisks, or, even Scourges or anything of that sort, anti-air. Now, the basic general property of air units in StarCraft 1 is that when they do a certain task, they will decelerate. So let's say if I were to load a unit, there you go, it will slow down. I mean, the maximum speed is it will accelerate, as you can see. Oops, sorry, my mouse is a little being locked up right now. Okay. Now, as you can see, it accelerates to speed, then decelerates. This will do as any attack, a move or load. It will be the same thing. So the problem is, you don't want your shuttle to decelerate, and there are ways to do that. One thing is, for example, to unload without using the U. So in this case, let's say I will go across the screen. It's going very fast. It's going at its maximum speed, and you unload at a spot. Decelerates. Then you shoot. Then the problem is, not only does it decelerate or shoot, when you pick up, it decelerates to that point. Then you have to accelerate away again. This is a very time-costly process. Now, I'm playing the computer right now, so there will be attacks like that. But hopefully, nothing too much. But anyways, so in order to avoid that, there are two ways to drop without decelerating. One is when you're at max speed, you press they call it wireframe dropping. You press the portrait of the whatever unit you are using, and whatever speed you're going, it'll drop it at that point, like that. So you don't have to decelerate, and it's just much faster. Now on the returning run, well, I'll explain the other way to drop as well. So the other way to drop is to press the U, the unload all hotkey, and click on the shuttle itself while it's moving. It'll drop wherever you click the U button. So, for example, just like the wireframe drop, it'll drop it, and you will not decelerate. So much more faster, and much less chance of getting sniped by Dragoons or any anti-air. Now, the difference between there is actually a difference between the two. The wireframe drop, you could drop any unit, but you have to click all the units, whatever you want to drop, anytime you want, like that. So the other way, it gives you more, I guess, flexibility, but it will require more action on your part. Now, the drop on the shuttle itself, the U drop, the problem with that is that it will drop all the units, and you cannot control it. Once you've done the action, it will drop. It won't stop until you drop everything. So if you want to do that, you probably, and it also there's an order. It'll go left to right. So we have the Reaver on the left. So we'll drop the Reaver first now. Ooh, never mind. I thought there was an order. I guess not. Let's see. Let's try the other way. I guess not. I think it may matter when it's a Dragoon. I believe so. I think it drops off the lighter units first. Or not. There we go. So whatever order you put them in, they will drop in the order you put them in. So let's see. In this case, we'll have the Zealots who went in last come out first. I'm confusing myself. Whatever goes in goes first, goes out first. There we go. Now, with that explained, most of the time you do have, let's say, a cannon or two or some sort of defense on the enemy side, and you don't want a Reaver to take hits. So what you do is you have, let's say, Zealots packed in. You drop the Zealots, let it take hits, let it take the first, let's say like a siege tank or cannon, let it tank hits, then shoot the pros while you're at it. So not just having just single Reavers is not a very good way to harass. So always have something you could tank with when you're, whether it be a High Templar or a Reaver. So I will be explaining the return after a drop. So now you want to keep moving your shuttle because you want it to constantly be at the maximum speed. But you don't, when you pick up, you don't want to right click because it will decelerate. You also do not want to, load the L button. It will be the L shortcut. It will be the same thing. Now, one way to distract is go past it, click your Reaver, and right click into the shuttle. As you shuttle there. So you want to click past it instead of using the shuttle. Right click with the Reaver, and make sure that you don't make sure that you keep your shuttle moving so that you won't decelerate. There you go. See, you keep your maximum speed and you will be out of there in no time. The same thing. I mean, when you apply the speed upgrade, but it's just this is a lot more faster and convenient since you do not have to slow down. It will require a lot of coordination and practice to do it first, but it is definitely worth the return. So there you go, and that ends the first tutorial of how to do speedy drops in, well, any race. So hope this helped. I guess I'll probably try to do something like Patrol Micro next time. Thanks for watching.
Upgrade complete. What man calls? What man calls? I long for combat. What man calls?